everybody, and welcome to Seeking Spirit. And this is episode number 1 of Technical Thursday. Every Thursday, I will be sharing a video or a post about equipment that we use in the paranormal field. I will start by showing you what I have in my little bucket of mine, and I'll be sharing my favorites. I'll be sharing ones that I don't really like to use, but I do have. And I'll also be talking about other equipment that I possibly want, or equipment that people have that I may not want to use at all. So we're going to talk about everything under the sun that we use in the paranormal world to communicate with spirit. So this is episode number 1, and I'm going to start. If you have any comments, questions, please leave them in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer them. So I have here with me, this is my little bucket that I have. I have a little lunch bag that I use. Everybody is different. Every paranormal investigator has their own way of carrying their equipment. Some investigators have multiple bags and boxes. I've seen tool belts used. I've seen a lot of different ways that you can bring your equipment. I don't have a ton, and the ones that I do have are very small, so I can fit them in my lunch bag. If I get any more equipment, I will have to expand because my bag is pretty full and it's pretty heavy. So as you can see, if you look inside, I have a ton of things in there, and you'll see as we go through that I do have some items that are everyday items that you use in your house. That is a great way to communicate, is by using different items that you use in your house. Some people use cat balls, some people use lights, and you'll see some of the items that I have in my bag over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to start with my favorite item that I use in almost every investigation, and my favorite item is the dowsing rods. And these are my favorite, and I tend to get a lot of response with it. I've had other people use my dowsing rods and they get absolutely nothing, and then I get it and I use it and I get responses. I'm not really sure why that is. It could be a number of different things. It could be one, that spirit is more open to communicating with me versus somebody else, because a lot of times if you're a new investigator, you might not be as open to receiving spirit and communicating with them, versus like me, I've done it for years. So I'm very open, and I think I let spirit use my energy to help communicate. And I also think that with the dowsing rod, I do believe that it has my energy. I use it all the time, and my energy conducts through it. So I think when somebody else uses it, it doesn't resonate in my energy because I'm not using it and the energy is not coming from me. So I feel like sometimes that's why it doesn't work so well with them, because it does have my energy in it. If you hear crying, that is my cat Bambi. She is bugging me, so I apologize for that. So dowsing rod. So I'm just gonna put one down. I'm gonna kind of show you guys how it's used. So it is made out of copper. You can have different metals made out. Dowsing rods can be made out of different metals. I've seen stainless steel. I've seen plastic. I've seen these really cool ones that are light up. I'm actually looking for them, but I currently can't find any that are glow in the dark that light up. So, but mine are made of copper. Copper is old school. Copper is supposed to be the most conductive of energy. So that's why a lot of times they are made out of copper. So if you look right here, you can see that this piece right here is a hollow round piece, and this piece, the rod part, actually goes through this, and it gets connected here on the bottom, if you can see it. So you can move this. So when you hold it, you want to hold this piece here. You don't want to touch this. So when you hold it like this piece will move on its own. And that is the basis of the dowsing rod. As you can see, it's kind of moving right now. Okay. So when you hold your dowsing rods, you want to hold them out front. A lot of people like to hold your hands together like this and then kind of offshoot your hands so that way they can cross. This way your hands are more steady and you're less likely to move them on your own. Sorry, that would be my cat. Hi, Bambi. So, they are currently pointing in my direction. So, when you use your dowsing rods, you always want to kind of give them a minute to kind of settle. You want to... sorry, that would be Bambi's wanting to play with my dowsing rods. You can kind of see here in the corner. So, you kind of want to let them settle. And then you just want to ask questions, and everybody asks questions differently with dowsing rods. So, sorry folks. So everybody's a little different. Kitty, stop. So I like to start it by asking a question. You'll hear, we'll do a quick little session here. But you know, some people, like I said, everyone is different. Everyone does it their own way. And that's what I love about paranormal investigating, is everybody has their own way of investigating. Everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own equipment. And it's just really great because sometimes you'll pick up on when you investigate, you'll pick up on other people's styles. And, you know, it's great to adopt other people's styles, and you might not like them as well. Even if you watch like the TV shows. Every TV show, paranormal TV show, has a different way. For example, Ghost Adventures. They're a little more aggressive in their style of investigating. They like to provoke. They like to do some nice things. And then you have like Ghost Hunters, and they're on the complete opposite end, where they're very respectful. They never provoke. So, I mean, everyone's a little different. I tend to be more on the side of where I'm very respectful of spirit, and I will never, ever provoke, because I don't think that's right. I believe a spirit is just somebody that has crossed over, and somebody that's on the other side that is here on our plane for some sort of reason, and we don't know why that reason is. And if they don't want to talk to us, we shouldn't make them talk to us. I'm not gonna, if I'm out shopping and there's somebody, I'm not gonna make them come talk to me. Like, you know, if my sister, for example, if she doesn't want to talk to me, I'm not gonna go start screaming and yelling at her because she's ignoring me. I mean, maybe if I was a child, then yes, but why should we do that to spirit? I don't agree with that. So, but that's my own personal opinion. There are other people that will disagree with me, but that's my own personal opinion. So, dowsing rods. So, when you don't have a cat trying to get them. So you kind of let them settle. And then, kitty, stop. All right, folks, I'm just going to turn this a little. So, sorry for the pillows on the couch. All right. If there's so they are currently crossed. So I'm going to say, if there is someone currently here with me that would like to speak with me, can you open the rods? And you can kind of see them going a little bit. If you need to use my energy, you can use my energy to help you open them, and they have opened. Depending on who you're speaking with, sometimes they don't have a lot of energy, so it does take a while, and if they use your energy, sometimes it picks it up. Thank you. If this is a relative of mine, can you close the rods? So as you can see, they did not close, so that would be a no. If this is a relative of Fred, my boyfriend, can you close the rods? And they are slowly turning, and it did turn. So to confirm if this is a relative of Fred's, my boyfriend, can you open the rods? And you can use my energy to help you. So they did confirm, so they did open. Is this Fred's mother? If so, close the rods. Is this Fred's father? Yes. And to confirm if this is Fred's father, can you open the rods? Yes. Pardon me, I'm going to have a cat fight in a minute. So, this is Fred's father. If you guys don't know, my boyfriend is currently having some health issues. Not going to go into any details, but he is having some health issues. So this would make sense that his father would be looking out for him. And as you can see, the dowsing rod's just crossed. And I take that as a sign that Fred's father is acknowledging that, yes, he has some health issues. And as you can see, they just opened. Are you here to look out for Fred and keep him safe? Yes. Is Fred's mom at the hospital with him right now? And that's a yes. And you can see they open really, really, really wide. So that's a definite yes, that she is definitely at the hospital with him. Are you here looking after me while she's there looking after him? Yes. Aw, thank you. So you can ask several different questions. It's really just what comes to your mind. Like I said, this is just whatever you caught. So you can ask, if you don't know who is you're speaking with, you can ask them to spell out the alphabet. So I know your name, but for my video purposes, I'm going to ask you to spell out your name. If your first name starts with the letter A through D, can you open the rods? Is it D through G? H through N? O through T? So O through T. And it opened. So when I get to your first letter of your name, can you cross the rods for me? Is it O? Is it P? Yes, it is. So I will tell you Fred's father's name is Peter. So, and to confirm if your name is Peter, can you open the rods? Yes. So that's another way you can communicate, is you can ask it letters, numbers. For example, are you here by yourself right now? If so, close the rods. No. So to confirm, are there other spirits here with you? Yes. Can you open the rods when I get to the number of how many spirits are here with you? Is there one other spirit here? Is there a total of 2 spirits here? 3 spirits? So there's 3 spirits here. Is there a spirit here related to me? Yes. Are they both related to me? Yes. Is one of them my grandmother? Is one of them my mother? Yes. Is one of them my father? So to confirm, my mother is here? Yes. And my father is here? No. Is my grandfather here? Yes. So my grandfather and my mother are both here. Yes. So. All right. Well, I want to thank you for communicating with me. And please, please, please continue to watch over Fred as he goes on his health journey. And I do hope and pray that he does get better. So please just continue to watch over him. And he acknowledged that he will. And I want to thank you very much. So that is a dowsing session, okay? So I always close it out by saying thank you. If you are at a place of like a haunted location or a cemetery, you may want to say, in any investigation, you want to say thank you for allowing me to speak with you. Please do not follow me home. That is very, very, very important, because if you don't, if you don't say that, somebody might follow you home. It's not always a bad spirit that's going to follow you home, but it could be someone that's lonely. It could be a spirit that is lost in a cemetery, and when we reach out to them, they might think it's a friend, someone that I would like to communicate with further. And then they might follow you home, and they might want to keep communicating with you, and then your house will become active. So it's always important to tell them not to follow you home. Obviously, I am home in my house, and I do know that my family members are here with me. I do have some strange things that goes on in this house once in a while. We hear knocks, we hear footsteps. The other day, my Google Mini went off, and I will tell you, I have not used that thing in probably 6 months. It's not even hooked up to the internet, and it just started speaking on its own. So I know that that is spirit reaching out to me, is telling me, hey, I'm here. But so I'm not going to tell them they can't be here, because I know it is my family, and I know they're protecting me. So, and that's one good thing that we use in paranormal investigating, is to reach out to family members. And I know a lot of people like to do that. And I will tell you, it took me a very, very long time before I would use my equipment in this house. I was very afraid to find out who was in this house. I think part of it was the unknown, that, oh my God, are my family members really here? Do I really want to talk to them? You know, it's that thought of failure. Are they proud of me? Are they not proud of me? You know, I mean, my life is kind of a mess sometimes. You know, are they wishing that they had raised me better? There's lots of questions that we go unanswered, and sometimes we don't want to know. But I will tell you, my friend Shelly, she is part of Haunted New York. She's the one that encouraged me to reach out to them and use my equipment in my house, and I am so glad that she made me do that, because I like to talk to my family members. I like to know that they're here and that they're watching out over me. It makes me feel loved, and makes me feel special that they are looking out for us. So, well, I've been on here about 20 minutes, and that's probably long enough for now. So that is my first Technical Thursday video. This is my dowsing rods. Like I said, I use them all the time. They are my favorite item to use when I investigate. So if you ever want to investigate, or if you want to buy something cheap, I would recommend using dowsing rods. You can get them on Amazon for $20. Very easy to use. Like I said, all you do is just hold them up in your hands, and energy and spirit does the rest. So that is my video. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comment section, and I will try to get back to them. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.